StudyIQ IAS, अब तैयारी हुई अफोर्डेबल।
हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम टू StudyIQ। अच्छा फ्रेंड्स, आप लोगों ने एक न्यूज सुना है क्या? दैट इज हीट वेव इन यूरोप। हीट वेव इन यूरोप टोटली एक ज्योग्राफिकल रीजन है, टोटली कुछ ज्योग्राफिकल सर्कमस्टांसेस हैं जिनकी वजह से हीट वेव यूरोप में देखने को मिल रही है। ऑल्दो not only geographical, that can be environmental as well. Yes, climate change is also responsible for it, but still there are certain geographical factors which can be basically used or which can define the heat wave which are right there into the Europe, and that's why there is a heat wave found in the Europe, right? Let's see and let's analyze basically what's going on right there. Okay, important thing is, if you want to download the PDF of this particular session, you can do the Kapil Bhardwaj official, subscribe this channel. There you will be having the link of the videos or the other updates as well as the PDF which you will show over the YouTube. Next is the Kapil.Bhardwaj 2022 I3. You can follow me over the Insta handle. You can directly message me or we can chat, right? Let's talk about the particular news. I think everyone is aware there are heat waves in Europe. You may be shocked enough. Why there are heat waves in Europe? Because if altitude wise I will be talking about this region, then this region is damn in the high altitude region, and that is a cooler area. So comparative to India, it must be a cooler area. But what is going on over there because of which the heat waves are prevailing over the area? Everything will be discussed in detail. Be with me. Let's see exactly what is happening in Europe. Okay, I would like to ask one question to you. Do you have an idea that at what latitude Europe is? I think if I will divide the earth in the pressure belt system, can I say it is in the high pressure zone? It is in the high pressure zone area. Can I say this? Definitely I can say this. If it is in a high pressure zone area, some people may be thinking, sir, high pressure zone area is little in the north, but still this is the summer time, and you guys are aware when there is a summer, the belt used to shift towards the northern direction, and that's why the subtropical high pressure belt will obviously be shifting in the another part. So I can say there are certain reasons because of it heat waves are there, and the first one is global warming. What is the logic of global warming? Basically, global warming means there is a warming of the earth. The complete globe is getting warmed. Why? It can be because of the basically greenhouse gases. And that's why if global warming is going on, then automatically it must be there in the Europe as well. Earlier, if Europe was not receiving heat wave because global warming, it is a basically global climate phenomena that will affect. So it is going to affect the European countries as well. Next important thing is heat dome. Now the question is, what is heat dome? This is an important question. See right here. If you will look at this particular diagram, what you can see right here? Over here, there is something descending. Right here, there is something descending. What is descending? It is the wind which is descending because of the high pressure belt. See, in a particular area, if I will be looking at a high pressure belt, then I think everyone is aware the high pressure belt simply means there is a descending wind, because it is a high pressure zone. Whenever there is a low pressure simply means there is an ascending wind. But right there in the Europe latitude, we have the high pressure belt. Now, if there is a high pressure belt and there is a descending wind, one important thing is, if it is a descending wind, the mass used to be stagnant, because descending wind means stability. Descending winds means stability. Stability means the intermixing of mass is going to be very less. And that's why wherever we have the high pressure, there the insulation got trapped in a particular area, and that trapped insulation is named as heat dome. That trapped insulation will be named as heat dome, and because Europe is in the high pressure zone, that's why there is a descending wind, the quiet conditions are stabilized, and that's why the heat got trapped right here because of the lesser intermixing of the mass. That you can even understand. If you will compare even the intermixing of the winds in the summer and the winter time itself in the Indian landmass, we know that intermixing of wind is more over the summer part in comparison to the winter part, and that's why the winter part have more pollution and the summer part have lesser pollution. The similar thing is right here. Because of the high pressure conditions, there is a lesser intermixing, more amount of insulation is getting trapped right here, which is named as heat dome, and certainly it will raise the temperature of the European countries. Quite simple, right? Next important thing is the changing in the jet streams. Now, why the jet streams are changing and what exactly is the jet stream and are they on the European countries? Let's see. One important thing I think everyone is aware about is how jet streams got developed. If you are aware about geographical phenomena, then you must have the knowledge that there are certain belt like named as certain shell, Hadley shell, we have the Ferrel shell, and we have the polar shell. And wherever we have the meeting point of these shell, there we have the jet streams. There definitely we have the jet streams, and this is the area where we have jet stream. This is the area where we have the jet streams. Now, start thinking about the summer conditions. What is going to happen in summer condition? Obviously, in summer, these belts, the pressure belt, are going to shift in the northern hemisphere. Definitely, these basically cells are also going to shift in the northern hemisphere. So you don't think so? The jet streams will also be shifting in the northern hemisphere? Definitely they will do so. Definitely they will do so. And apart from this, you know very well, when it comes to the land area and the ocean area, there is a lot of difference between the heating of the land and the ocean. And that's why even the jet streams used to meander. So meandering of jet streams is also right here. And that's why they got even bifurcated into two jet streams. Sometime they got bifurcated into two jet streams. But we know that jet streams are quite strong winds, which basically separate the lower layer from the upper layer of atmosphere. And if they will do so, then definitely they will also help in trapping the winds, trapping the insolation right at the place, and that's why they can be responsible for the heat waves. Apart from this, warming in the Arctic region, and that is quite simple because of the melting of ice. When the ice is getting melt, I think everyone is aware about albedo. What is albedo? Albedo is the reflection of light when it is falling on the surface, and the highest albedo is for snow. But unfortunately, snow is getting melted. अब जब snow melt होगा तो you can simply understand कि अगर snow melt हुआ तो albedo क्या होगा? कम. Definitely आपका absorption of sunlight ज्यादा होगा और heating को lead करेगा. That is the warming of the Arctic. And apart from this, the change in the Atlantic meridional overturning circulation, that is named as Amok. That is named as Amok. Now what is Amok? Let's see right here. If you will look at this, this is the ocean current. This is the largest ocean current system named as Amok. What is going on right here? You know very well, when there is a low temperature and high salinity, the water becomes dense. Heavy ho jata hai water, and water becomes dense, automatically try to sink down. And the water which becomes warm, it try to move in the upward direction. That's why the simple process is there's a complete circulation right here going on, and that's why intermixing of water is going on. But now geographers are claiming that the Amok, that is Atlantic maritime circulation, is getting weakened. कमजोर हो रहा है ये. अब क्यों कमजोर हो रहा है ये? Why it is getting weakened? There are multiple reasons for it. One is because of the global warming, ice is getting melted. जब आइस मेल्ट होता है तो ऑटोमेटिकली द फ्रेश वाटर विल बी गेटिंग एडेड ऑन ओवर हियर, डिक्रीज द सैलिनिटी. अगर सैलिनिटी डिक्रीज होगा तो सर्टेनली हमारी डेंसिटी इतनी ज्यादा नहीं हो पाएगी कि वाटर विल सिंक. एंड द अपोजिट टू इट द सिचुएशन ऑफ बेसिकली द ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. So quite simply, if the more warming, more evaporation, and certainly उस हिसाब से भी basically आपका जो balance of the nature that is getting disturbed. And if the balance is getting disturbed, automatically this Amok is getting weakened. If Amok will be getting weakened, that was the circulation of water is getting weakened. Automatically, where do have the warm water? That will be remains warm right here. And this is one of the reason because of which Europe heating is going on. So these are some of the reasons जिसकी वजह से क्या हो रहा है? You are noticing heat wave in Europe. These are some of the geographical reasons, right? Okay. Now, what can be the impact? I think you guys are looking at the impact, and the impact can be the energy security is the problem. ठीक है ना? But still, yes, they can utilize it. For what purpose? Basically for the insulation. Water cycle, because more evaporation will be there, there is a problem. Forest fire is also a problem. Soil and agricultural activity, because there is a change in temperature, definitely there is a change in the adaptability of the vegetation, and that's why there is a lot of problem related to the vegetation activity. Now, the thing is, way forward, what we can do? Basically, we have to take measures for the climate mitigation, because one of the problem was global warming, and global warming was even leading to basically downgrade of Amok, right? So basically both problem can be resolved if we will be taking measure for the climate mitigations. Apart from this, the climate adaptation measures, like if we are basically emanating more of the global warming gases, we should minimize them. And finally, the collective action or the collective suicide. We have the option of collective suicide, but obviously we will not like to go for this. We must take the collective action. That's why even we have the Paris Climate Summit. We must focus on it. Every country should entertain this. And if we will not do so, then such kind of phenomena will obviously becomes common, and it becomes quite impossible for us to prevent the earth. Either we doesn't have any planet B, we do have the plan B, and the plan B is the sustainable nature, sustainable development. So we must focus on the sustainable development. We doesn't have the planet B, we must care for this particular planet right now, right here. Okay, या जाने से पहले एक इंपॉर्टेंट बात बताना चाहूंगा, आपका ज्योग्राफी ऑप्शनल का जो बैच है दैट इज स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द 16th of August. Live optional batch for the geography is starting from the 16th of August. And yes, the cost which you are looking at, that is 13,999, I can cut it for you because you can use the code Kapil Live and you will be getting it at 12,499 only. There you can subscribe it. Okay guys, then thank you very much. All the very best. Take care. Bye bye.
StudyIQ IAS, अब तैयारी हुई अफोर्डेबल।